Hello, everybody. My guest today is Piero Contanzini. He is a self-taught professional and started his career at 16 in information security consulting, working with vuln-dev and penetration testing. He founded one of the first Brazilian companies in the sector, and at 19 sold it to a larger group, going to work with them as their main consultant for larger companies. Now today he's focused on SaaS.com, cash collection for individual entrepreneurs. Piero, are you ready to take us to the top?
Yes.
Okay, so what is SaaS and how do you make money? What's your revenue model?
It's a transactional business model. We make money on each successful transaction user does in our platform.
Okay, and typically, this is a very sensitive subject about 1% or 10% or no percent. Typically speaking, what percent do you take?
Our average take rate is around 1.7%.
Okay, that's not horrible. That's pretty good, right?
Yes.
What do your competitors charge?
It depends a lot because we fight against the banks, the traditional banks. They charge on average double what we charge. But we also have FinTechs that compete with us. That some have lower prices, but we are on the average.
Interesting. Okay, so tell everyone that is not familiar with you, what do you do? What's the actual product?
We help small businesses reduce the amount of time they take to receive money from their customers easily. We also help them pay their bills faster, send money to suppliers, payrolls, and things like that. So basically, we try to enable the individual entrepreneur to focus on the core activities of their businesses. And now the secondary activities, we try to automate for them.
Are these mainly for online entrepreneurs or brick and mortar entrepreneurs?
Brick and mortar.
Brick and mortar. So why don't people, when I walk into a shop in Brazil and pay, don't I just use my credit card at the register to pay? Why would I need to use SaaS?
It's because in Brazil, we have a serious problem with credit score. Around 70 million people in the country don't have any credit score. So they have to pay their bills in something called a boleto bancário, which is a local payment method. And this payment method is hard to create. Usually, a company that just started doing business take around a month to issue his first bank payment slip. And with others, it takes around 30 seconds.
What do you mean bank payment slip? I don't understand.
It's the boleto bancário. It's in English, it's bank payment slip. It's a barcode when you can take to any place like a pharmacy or even an ATM. You scan this barcode, you put the money in the machine, and it is paid pretty much like an electronic payment, like a credit card payment.
Interesting. So if I go to a shop in Brazil and I want to buy this, a floral dress for my mom that I found, I would essentially, and I don't have a credit score there in Brazil, I would essentially have to use a boleto, and it takes about a month for me to actually pay the owner of the dress shop for that dress. Is that accurate?
It takes the owner shop a month to start receiving through this payment method. When I go pay, this money arrives 2 days later to the provider.
I see. Okay, so the dress shop owner, I walk in today, I pay for the dress using the boleto system. They have to then wait a month to actually get that money.
The first, and then they go. Then it's faster, but it's hard to start using this system. It's complex for them today in the Brazilian banks.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand where the delay is. So again, I walk into a shop today. I pay. Are you saying the owner of the shop is not going to get my payment for a month?
No, it's the opposite. I open a shop, and then I want to start receiving through a boleto bancário. When I go to the bank and I ask, hey, my manager, I want to issue boletos bancários. It usually takes a month before I can build my first boleto bancário and deliver to my customer.
Oh, I see. So each shop owner has to be able to deliver these boletos. And so if I go in today and say I want to pay with boletos, they might have to say, well, we can't take your money right now because we can't issue yet. We have to wait a month.
Yes, exactly.
Got it. So that's just when they launch the company, right? So you're basically helping companies get started faster?
Yes. What we focus on is those small businesses that they have around 12 customers. It's really small businesses. And then when we get the size of doing some business, having customers asking them, I want to pay through boleto bancário. And at this point, the person goes to the bank and it's tough to start doing this thing. So they go online and look for an online solution that helps them do that.
Mm-hmm.
And we are the best solutions. We believe, of course.
I see. So over the past 12 months, how much money has gone through your system?
About $1 billion.
Okay, about $1 billion. And so how much is that in US dollars?
$300 million.
$300 million. Okay. And then again, you said you're taking about 1.7% of that, right? So I can just multiply. Is that right?
Exactly.
Okay. So you've done about $5 million. A
little bit less because of the currency, but that's around that.
That's great. And across how many customers? How many customers do you have?
We have 10,000 paying customers.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic. So 10,000 companies kind of in Brazil using you to process this money in issue boletos.
Yes.
Have you bootstrapped the company or raised capital?
We raised capital. 2 years ago, we did a Series A. And next month, we should be closing a Series B.
Oh, congratulations. So how much have you raised to date?
Let me convert it to dollars. It would be around, as of today, $3 to $4 million.
Okay. And the round you're about to close is going to be for how much, you think?
I'm not sure yet. I'm negotiating.
What do you hope it is?
Plus around $3 to $4 million.
I see. Okay. That's great. You've done a great job signing up 10,000 small businesses. It's very tough to do. How have you signed up so many so quickly?
We do very well the referral program. It works pretty well. When we invite someone to use Asas, you get a 50% discount on the transactions for 3 months. Each person that we invited gives you 3 months and a 50% discount. We also do a lot of Google AdWords, content marketing, and we also did radio campaigns. We tried TV campaigns. They don't work anymore.
Okay. So when you look at kind of your average month, how much money is going through your system, would you say?
That would be around almost 20 to $30 million.
Okay.
20 to 25, something like that.
Okay. So 30 million kind of going through your system, which means you'll take about 1.7 or about $500,000 per month. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So that would mean can I divide, that 30 million by 10,000 customers? Each customer is putting about $30,000 through you?
Yes.
And are most of them
in my it's around 2,000 and something, but you can account for that.
Because there are what?
$2,000 and something, $2,500 in my last conversion.
You're saying the average customer puts $2,000 through your platform per month?
2.5.
Okay. Well, so if they only, I see what you're saying. Okay. So 2,000, there's 10,000 customers. So maybe so I did that math wrong. You're not doing $500,000 per month. If we do 20,000, you're doing about 340,000 per month.
Just let me change that because in dollars, so
it's different.
Kind of mess for me. It's $25 million more or less in TPV, total payment volume.
I see. So if I can multiply that times 1.7, you're doing about 420,000 United States dollars per month.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay. So and again, if you have about 10,000 customers, that means each month you make about, call it $40, $50. Wait, no, that's not right. Is that right? Yeah. About $40, $50 per customer.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. So my question, the reason I want to get to that math is because I wanted to ask you, what is it? You're doing a bunch of advertising. What does it cost you to get a new customer that pays you $40 or $50 per month?
Today it will be around $80 to $90.
Okay. So 2-month payback.
No, because payments are different. You have a direct cost. So in SaaS, how much you earn, you spend around 1-2% in direct cost. In payments, about half what you earn is direct cost of the transactional system. So it's kind of, as of today, 5-6 months.
6-month payback period. Okay, that makes sense. And if you're doing $425,000 today, or about $25 million in volume per month, what were you doing a year ago in November 2017? Do you know?
You're messing with my mind, but let me try to get some things. We grew a little more than 100% in the last 12 months.
That's great.
So I should be doing a little below between 10 and 12 million dollars.
Yep. Yeah, that's great. So if you're doing $425,000 today per month on $25 million of volume, about a year ago, maybe you were doing, call it $12.5 million of volume and making about $250,000 per month.
Yes, but you have to understand that it's a growth rate, so it should be a little lower. No?
Yep. Well, if your growth rate's 100% year over year, 215 times 2 takes you to about $430,000 a month. It's healthy growth. Where has most of that growth come from? Is it getting old customers to put more transactions through you, or is it onboarding brand new customers entirely?
It's almost existing customers. In the first month, they start using us. We earn from them around $10, and then they go growing. The net churn of the existing customers, they are all negative. The new customers only represent around 1% of our growth rate, 1 to 2%.
So when you look at annually, your net revenue churn or your net revenue retention, is it above 100%?
The net revenue churn, yes.
Sorry, net revenue retention.
Yes, you could count that. It's because when we do the math, the same cohorts, they keep growing, so they are all negative,
Yeah, you're talking about churn being negative. I'm talking about the opposite. It's the same thing. But what I'm trying to understand though is how much that cohort expands.
Oh, it's 7% per month.
Okay, so annually about 80-90%?
Yes.
So that would mean net revenue, assuming your churn is pretty low, that would mean net revenue retention is about what, 170, 180%?
It doubles, it almost doubles in a year. Yes, you're right.
That's great. That's, again, really healthy there. And when did you found the company? What year?
2014.
2014. And how many folks on the team today?
70.
70?
70. Sorry, 70.
That's okay. And is everybody based down there in Brazil?
Yes, same office.
That's great. I love it. A lot of success. Do you think that the boleto will be around for a while, or do you think that the government will change that anytime soon?
Actually, in Brazil, we have a problem that credit cards, they take a month to the provider to receive the money. And because of that, bank payment slips are more liquid. You can get the money faster. So if they don't fix that, I don't think boletos bancário will end anytime soon. And we are also looking for that, and we support more payment methods. Like people can pay a bank payment slip to credit card, to a debit card. They can use alternative payment methods, even though receiving a boleto bancário to be paid.
Yeah, very good, Piero. Let's wrap up here with the famous 5. Number 1, what's your favorite business book?
High Output Management from the guy from Intel.
Yep. Number 2, is there a CEO you're following or studying?
Yes, it's Suhail from Mixpanel.
Yep. Number 3, what's your favorite online tool for building your company?
Today, it's the mix of Google Spreadsheet with Treasure Data. It's a big data company.
What's it called? Treasure Data?
Treasure Data, yes.
Treasure Data. Number 4, how many hours of sleep do you get every night?
I try to sleep 8 hours.
That's good. And what's your situation? Married, single, kids?
I will get married next year.
Oh, congratulations. No kids?
No kids yet.
And how old are you?
35.
All right, Piero. Last question. What do you wish your 20-year-old self knew?
I would do better due diligence in people I met before becoming my partners. Sometimes people seem to be great, but after you live with them, you regret. So I would do better due diligence in new people.
Do Better Diligence ASAS. It's a Brazilian fintech company founded in 2014, helping 10,000 business owners speed up how fast they can charge their customers by getting around the boleto system, making it more efficient. They've processed over $300 million in payments over the past 12 months. Monthly today, they're doing about $25 million in payments. They take about 1.7% of that, so doing about 425 grand per month right now today in gross revenue. That's up from $215,000 per month just a year ago. So healthy growth. They've raised about $3 million, about to raise another $3 to $6 million. Net revenue retention, 170%. Payback period, anywhere between 5 and 6 months. They're spending, call it $80 to $90 to get one of those new customers. Team of 70 in Brazil. Piero, thank you for taking us to the top.
Thank you.